at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's 2nd and 8. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Yeah, he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand-new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year, and this is a great start. A big play here early in the ballgame.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New York.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Jordan Addison from 8 yards out. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bob. Liking it.
Back to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Etienne up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Let go.
They'll look to throw. And they'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And then he stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
1st down, Jets.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
At the 60. At the 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go, set.
They'll run with Hall. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Jets. First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, New York.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a give running left with Anderson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First down, Jets.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll give to Hall. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
17 yards.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Jets! Mason Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0.
49ers nothing.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll drop to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Third and 13.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is brought in at the 21. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The backfield empties out. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
A gain of 18 on the
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. A short one there, caught by Likely. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
The Jets, first down.
Here we go, Shaq.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's good.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete to Newsom. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And 5.
19. Cup 19.
They'll set up to throw. A short throw there to Strange. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working sometimes, you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Touchdown 49ers. Jordan Watkins, 44 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Joshua Carty to kick
The
off.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he completes it to Wilson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
They'll look to throw. Right side, there's Likely with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
And Wilson in motion left. 2nd and 11. That is incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
70 Lions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Niners are right back in this football game. It's just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard
18
line.
Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Warriors, 70. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jets' 30-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open book beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Travis Etienne, 29 yards. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
49ers 14.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 7-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and that's to Taylor, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A give to Anderson here, out of the gun. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll run again. You don't see that at time, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Crackle 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's first down.
Get it.
They'll drop the throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going